Okay, so for this book talk, I chose American Street. The author is E.B. Zoboy. The book is about a girl who comes to America with her mom. She's Haitian, and she's actually born in America, and her mom was trying to come back, and her mom wound up getting detained, and she had to leave her mom and go stay with her aunt and her cousins, and her aunt had a stroke, so they were trying to get back so that way they could help them out. And there's so many turns and twists when she arrives in Detroit. The messages in this book, so she actually takes a lot of Haitian culture and a lot of Haitian spirituality and puts it in place in this book. There's a lot of connections she's having from Detroit to her home in Haiti. The writing style, this is one of those realistic fiction books. What I find that's really, really interesting in this story, the way that the author set it up, is that there's like character interludes. So like between the chapters of the story is told in the main character Fabiola's perspective. So it's told in her perspective in the chapters. And then the author has her writing to her mom where she's being detained. So she's actually like letting her mom know what's going on. But her mom doesn't have a voice in the story. We don't hear from her mom throughout the story. But this is really the most interesting, is that the author gives you background of all the other characters that are in Fabiola's life. This, I think, would be the kicker for kids. This book is for high schoolers. I would say 11th and 12th grade. There are cursing in it, and there's no drug use, or there is talk of drugs, but there's not actually. There's one scene where there's a drug use, but it was in the Haitian spirit of Iowa's, and it was like in a specific context. It wasn't about like using drugs. And it was like for marijuana, and there is cursing in it, and there is some sexual things in it, but it doesn't go into detail. It's just about like feelings. So I would say it's definitely for 11th and 12th graders, like teenagers that are more mature and that can handle that type of content without, the immaturity of it. Because of the story plot and the things that are happening in the story, I know that students would be very interested in this read. I myself was shocked on how well this book was written and how engaging it was, even for a 38-year-old. It was better than, I'm an avid thriller reader, so it was better than a lot of thriller books that I've read. The way that this book can, the vocabulary development, there is a lot of like phrases that they use, and I think that would really help kids understand the difference between like how you use language like on the street or at home, like outside of school, versus how you would use that language at school. So I think like just those discussions And then also like the way that Haitian phrases are used in connection to like American or Detroit phrases, and how those, or what would you say if you were at home? Does that connect? So there's like a lot of connection pieces throughout the book. And then there's the critical thinking moments are definitely with the character interludes. So these are like great insights to the characters and like whether or not the main character knew about this. These other characters, like would things change, or would they stay the same? Would she make the same choices or not? This definitely book would contribute to children thinking about a topic, a person, or themselves. I believe looking into somebody else's story, this story is very impactful. And seeing where you are in the world, like it just gains an understanding about how different things are, or maybe even how similar things are. So there is a deep human connection in this story, not only to like family, but also like perseverance and internal conflict. Lots of internal conflict in this book. I think it would have a positive impact because you can see that. I don't want to give the book away because it's so good, but it does have positive impact. It had a positive impact on me because I could see the strength of Fabiola like throughout the book, and she's always being true to herself and what she knows and how she was raised. So there's a lot of internal conflict, but at the end she is true to who, you know, she's raised in her Haitian culture. The challenges or concerns, like I mentioned, would be making sure that the students who you are going to share this with understand that there are different elements of the book that they need to understand, that this isn't an agenda that you're trying to push, or you're not necessarily like making it okay, but that you're just opening up a situation. So you're just having them dig deep into a story that have certain situations, but you're not necessarily pushing that they should engage in the situations. Like they shouldn't necessarily do this in their own life. I don't know if this book would be something that you could teach high schoolers because of the drug situations in it, but I don't know. You never know. I don't teach high school, and so I'm not really sure, but it's a fabulous story. So even if you don't think that you could teach it, I would pick up this book, and I would definitely recommend for you to read it. It's incredible. So, yeah. Thank you for listening.